Yeah, what's up with it, man? Just here to do a quick video on my Texas Longhorns. Just talk about a few things, pertaining to the state of the program. Um, Tom Herman, why he needs to, you know, be fired, and that's basically towards the people who still holding on, them Tom Herman supporters. Just a few things, man. Other candidates. Um, I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna talk about the post game press conference that he had after the Iowa State game. And Tom Herman just talks so much bullshit, man. He just so much bullshit, and he's a fucking actor. All that old trying to get motherfuckers to feel sorry for him or have some sympathy for him, and my heart is just broken, and it's just I feel bad for the guy, the seniors who wasn't able to get. Man, shut up, man. Shut up. Save that. That motherfucker is. He's a terrible actor at that. At least make the shit be believable, man. These motherfucker drop a tear or something. You know what I'm saying? Something, motherfucker, make you believe him. But he's a terrible actor, and he talks about nonsense. Um, they asking him questions. Why did you call the fake punt? And oh, we seen it, it was there. I guess they watched film, we seen it was there, and we had a good look, and we just missed it. Motherfucker, it wasn't there. And Iowa State snuffed that shit out, that dumbass play call. And luckily at that point the defense bailed them out a little bit and held them to a field goal. But that was a stupid ass play call, man. Very stupid. Um, you know, and he talks about when they're asking him questions, and he loves to bring up his winning percentage, and um, oh, I know it seems like this is the last game, and um, um, but we still have games to play, and we can have a 700 winning percent. Similar to back in 18 when we had a 714 winning percent. Man, don't nobody give a fuck about your winning percent if you ain't winning no motherfucking Big 12 championships, if we ain't making the playoffs, the college football playoffs. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. And he loves to try to like toot his own horn or pat himself on the back, talking about, yeah, we want to send these seniors out if we'll be 4 winning seasons in a row, and 4 straight bowl game victories. Look here, man. Don't motherfucker to have a winning season. All you have to do is have one more win than you do a loss, and that's a winning season, motherfucker. So if your ass go 7-6, that's a winning season. That's not saying much. I hate when motherfuckers try to play off, you know, play on that bullshit of winning seasons and all that. Motherfucker, that's not a 7-6 or whatever it is. I'm just using that as an example. Whatever it may be, you just need one more win than loss. It don't mean shit. And we only in going to these bullshit ass bowls and shit, man. Like, who gives a fuck about you winning a bowl game? Fuck them bowl games, man. Nobody give a fuck about you going to the goddamn um Converse Bowl or the Lemon Pepper Wing Bowl. Nobody give a fuck about that shit, man. And then people want to talk about it when we beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Look, let me tell you something. First of all, we was in that game by default. If Oklahoma don't make the college football playoffs, they're gonna be the one that's in that game. And okay, we won. We beat Georgia that day. And let me tell you something. It's an old saying that says, even the sun shines on the dog's ass every now and then. And that's all it was, man. You know what I mean? We got in that game by default, so I don't want to hear about that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about us beating no motherfucking Georgia. Talk to me. Let's talk about beating fucking Oklahoma, man. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You got the one win over them, and then we come right back and lost against them in the Big 12 championship. Talk to me about that. Fuck Georgia. Don't give a fuck about that game, man. And he's talking about how he's happy. Like he tries to throw his little shots at Charlie Strong, and like he's happy where the program is now, and look where it was when he first got here. Look, man, you ain't doing that much better than Charlie Strong, man. Neither one of y'all have won. You didn't. He didn't win nothing, and you ain't winning shit. You know what I mean? You ain't won no Big 12. And at least one thing I can say about Charlie Strong is his players loved him, and Charlie Strong didn't have a lot of the things that Tom Herman has access to either. Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? He doesn't. They didn't give Charlie Strong the opportunity to tear down the locker room and build this old high tech ass locker room. No, they didn't do, because a lot of people, the boosters and all that, they didn't even want Charlie Strong from the beginning. You know what I mean? But like I say, at least I can say the players really love Charlie Strong. Um, but Tom Herman, it's been a lot of rumblings since he's been how the players really don't like Tom Herman. How he's an arrogant motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And think he's smarter than everybody else, and he just not a player's coach. Don't nobody wanna playing for Tom Herman. If I was a player, he's not a guy that a motivate. You have coaches that motivate you and make you want to run through a wall for them and bust your ass for them. Tom Herman is not that guy, man. He's not that guy. He, like I said, he like to throw those shots, and he talking about he likes where the program is and where they're heading, where we're heading. What I'm trying to understand is, motherfucker, where are we heading? I don't know where we're heading, because this, like I always go back and say, this is year 4, we look like year 1. Where are we heading? What the fuck? That's why I think something is wrong with Tom Herman. That motherfucker is crazy. Where we heading? Where we heading? We not heading no motherfucking where. We can't even beat Iowa State. We can't even beat a sorry ass TCU. We struggle with motherfucking Texas Tech. Well, I mean, where we headed? We lost against Oklahoma again. Where are we heading? This shit, and this is for you Tom Herman protectors, man. Y'all motherfuckers love to talk about it. Tom Herman ain't shit, man. Well, what the fuck? Where are we heading and what is he doing? I don't see anything that gives me any hope and says, you know what, or like, man, I make me believe, like, man, I think Tom, nothing. Anybody who knows me know I was never a fan of this hire. When they was talking about hiring him, bringing him from I'm from Houston, bringing him, you know what I mean, from University of Houston. I was never a fan of Tom Herman, man. Never. I did not want him. But everybody was all on his nuts. Oh man, Tom Herman is Tom Herman. I told motherfuckers he wasn't the answer. But now they seeing 4 years later, motherfuckers talking about. Some people have came around like, damn, you know, I told you, man. He's not the guy, man. Another problem I have with Tom Herman, he don't always play the best players. He had these motherfucking love affairs and shit with these players, certain players. For some reason, he it's certain players that he get these love affairs for, and he just want to make them out to be a star. And even when they're not, that's not them. And you have players on the roster who are far better, but you want to play these motherfucking scrubs. He does that, man. And you can look at it even from quarterback. Sam is not that guy, man. Sam is not that guy. He's definitely not the best thrower of the ball. You got Casey Thompson and you got Hudson Card on the bench right now, and but Jaquindon Jackson, his knee was hurt. But to me, all of them will be better than Sam. People love to harp on Sam numbers and all that. There, I'm pretty, and this ain't nothing personal against Sam as a person. Has everything to do with football. Him personally, I'm pretty sure he a good kid. You know what I mean? But this is about football. It ain't personal. Just like with Tom Herman. This ain't nothing personal with Tom Herman. This is about motherfucking football, and you are a trash ass fucking coach. That's what this is about. Fuck you, Tom Herman. Get your ass, go fucking coach somewhere else, man. You not Texas material, man. You ain't cut for this. Tom Herman ain't built for this. You know what I mean? Um, Tom Herman, he plays. He'll try to turn, like, if you look at early in the season after Schooler, the transfer receiver, he scored that touchdown against UTEP. Had a nice little touchdown. In the next couple games, Herman was trying to make him trying to make him be. They was trying to make him start forcing him the ball. Wasn't playing like giving him the ball, giving him more targets and shit than Joshua Moore and Brendan Eagles. It didn't make sense to me. That shit made absolutely no sense to me. And then you had times where when Jake Smith should have been on the field, and you got Kai Money a fucking walk-in in the game. Tom Herman is the only motherfucker I know does shit like that, man. He's a fucking idiot, man. You see these other coaches around the nation, they gonna play the best players, man. It don't give a fuck if you're a freshman. If you're a freshman, you better than that sophomore, that senior, that junior, whoever. You playing. Not gonna put you on the field, and play, just because you a senior. No, motherfucker, if I got a freshman who better than you, he getting in. Just like with Ingram, you trying to early in the season force feed Ingram sorry ass. His fumbling ass. And you got Bijan and Roshan on the bench. And you got Bijan who clearly you can see he's more talented than both of them at the running back position. You see it, but yet you want to start the last few games. You want to start giving him the ball, but motherfucker, you should have been running them. But no, you want to force feed Ingram and shit. That's what I'm saying. Tom Herman, he how he dealing with the player personnel. He doesn't know what the fuck he doing, man. He doesn't play. He sticks with guys who shouldn't even be on the fucking field, man. You know what I mean? And he does dumb shit like even a few years back when we end up losing to Oklahoma State when he set uh Chris Boyd and Devontae Davis. He set them for the whole first half. I believe it was the first. It could have been the first half of the first quarter. I can't remember. I know he set them because they were late. I understand. You discipline players for breaking team rules or whatever. But they was late to a meeting or something like that. But motherfucker, you do that shit outside. You don't bench your two best cornerbacks you have at the time in a big game like that because they're late. You make them pay some other kind of way. You discipline some other kind of way. Ain't no big time coaches doing that shit, man. I know Urban Meyer wouldn't do it, you know. And that brings me to before I get to that, people are talking about. You got some people talking about Sam should come back for another year because with the COVID shit, everybody can come back for an extra year. No, the fuck he shouldn't. And any fucking person who calls himself a real Longhorn fan, shut the fuck up if you talking about Sam should come back for a fifth year. No, the fuck he shouldn't. He need to take his motherfucking ass on. He ain't gonna get drafted. Try to walk. He need to try to go walk on to be a long snapper. You know what I mean? A fullback, a H back, or something. I don't fucking water boy or anything but the fucking quarterback of my Texas Longhorns. Hey Sam, take your ass on, man. You had 4 years, you ain't did shit, but padded your stats, man. And overthrow motherfuckers and underthrow motherfuckers and stare down your receivers and miss motherfuckers wide open. That's what you done. We don't need no more of that shit. And and then we talking about you have some UT fans saying if we can't get I want Urban Meyer, but they saying if we can't get Urban Meyer, if you can't get him, then we need to just stick with Tom. Shut the fuck up. No, we shouldn't just stick with no motherfucking Tom. No. Listen, let me tell you why. People saying we need to go big or it's no. You don't necessarily have to go big. See, that was the fucking problem when we went and got Tom Herman. He was this big fucking name. And people was like, yeah, man, no. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a few fucking coaches. See, when I look for a coach, I don't give a fuck about no big name. You know what I mean? Urban Meyer is proven, and yes, he's a big name, but he's proven. Yeah, I want him, but that's because he's proven. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. When I look at a coach, I don't look at the big name. I look at what that coach, how is he developing players? You know what I mean? How do his players play for him? How do they look on the field? Are they sound in their assignments? Are they disciplined? You know what I mean? How they compete. You know what kind of dog they got him. That's what I look at. I look at the coach. Look at the level of players he have, and does he bring the best? Does he get the best out of those players? Whether they are 1 star, 2 stars, and are they competing? Look what they how they competing against other talent, like top tier talent. Like look, like I always say, Matt Campbell. If we can't get Urban Meyer, Texas need to go after Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell is a fucking Matt Campbell is fucking Texas material. You know what I mean? Matt Campbell is fucking Texas material. Um, I love the way that guy coaches, man. His players, look what he does. He's doing at Iowa fucking State, man. Come on, bruh. Iowa State used to be an automatic W on the schedule, man. Come on, man. Look what he done, man. That's what I'm saying. He ain't no big name. That's why I say people don't get caught up in big names. You know what I mean? I look at guys who I look at the programs. Look what they at. Like even Northwestern coach Pat Fitzgerald. Look what he doing in Northwestern. Yes, they just lost, but I'm just saying. Look how he competes with them big dogs in the Big Ten, and he don't even get no top tier players like that. That's what you got to look at. You know what I mean? Him, uh, Minnesota coach, PJ Fleck, another good coach. You look at the talent they have. Look when you looking at a coach, man. Look what he does with the talent that he has, especially if it's low level talent. Look how they get the best out of their players. You know, Tom Allen at Indiana. Come on, man. Look what he's doing. Look how he got them boys playing down there. That's something Tom Herman could never do. Tom Herman has way better talent than every coach I just named. Campbell, Fitzgerald, PJ Fleck, and Tom Allen from Indiana. Then you got the coach from Cincinnati. Look what he doing out there. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm looking at we don't have to have no big name coach, man. You gotta look at what they see. That's the problem with some of the Texas fans who don't really know football. They get caught up in these big names. Fuck them big names. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. When we got Mac Brown, when Mac Brown came here, first came, Mac Brown wasn't just no big name. He was a solid coach coming from North Carolina. He used to have them boys down there in Carolina playing some good ass fucking defense. They used to have some good ass defense back there when they had Dre Blige and all them boys back there. Mac Brown was not a big name like that. But he came to Texas and he did his thing. I actually miss Mac Brown, but he kind of in his later years he fell off in the recruiting. He was missing a lot of players, and it just was time for him to leave Texas. But Mac Brown came here. He wasn't no big name. He wasn't. He was not a big name. And he came here and he did. And he recruited well. He was having us in the mix. And even Mac Brown, we should have won more Big 12 titles and even possibly had another at least in his era we could have had at least 2 to 3 national championships because I feel we would have beat Florida. We would have beat Florida that year if we got in that championship game, but they ended up letting Oklahoma get in there. And if Colt McCoy never gets hurt against Alabama, we beat them easy, at least by 2 touchdowns, easy. Because people forget we were down what it was, 24-21, 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter with a true freshman quarterback. That score, the final score, didn't show how close that game really was. Um, but you know, I'm just saying, you don't have to have no big name, man. I take Matt Campbell. I take all them coaches I name. I would take all of them over Tom Herman. I would take all of them over him. Um, it's time, man. It's time for Tom Herman to go, man. It's time. He's not it. He's not UT material. It's time for him to go, man. And I didn't even mean to make this video this long, man, but I'm just talking about my Longhorns and just breaking shit down. Longhorn fans, man. Yes, I want Urban Meyer too, but if we can't get him, we don't keep settling. Don't so what y'all a lot of y'all saying is we can't get Urban, so we just gonna settle for Tom. No, it's good. It's good fucking coaches out there who are proving it with far less talent. They're actually coaching. That's the thing. Look at these top fucking recruiting classes we getting with Tom Herman, yet they are not being developed at all. Where you got a guy over here who got nothing fucking but a roster full of fucking 2 stars and 3 stars, and they playing like fucking 5 and 4 stars, man. Because it's the coaching. It's the coaching. It's accountability. Tom Herman is a fucking joke, man. He's not no motivator. I ain't nobody motivate. I don't you when Tom Herman talks, that doesn't get me motivated. Them players ain't motivated by him, and I don't care what nobody say. Them players don't give a fuck about Tom Herman. There's been rumblings about that, man. But at the end of the day, man, I just wanted to get on here. I didn't mean to even make this damn video this long at all. This shit too long. I didn't mean to make this shit like that. But Tom Herman full of shit, man. He full of shit. He needs to get the fuck out of here. And to all you people who still saying Tom, we should keep Tom Herman. He should come back, and if we can't get Urban Meyer, we should keep Tom Herman. Um, and to y'all who saying Sam should come back for a fifth year, I just want to tell y'all fuck y'all too. Y'all can get the fuck out of here with Tom Herman. Y'all ain't shit. You're not real Longhorn Nation. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'all don't want the best for this program, because if you did, you would know Tom Herman is not the fucking answer. And Del Conte, the athletic director, Tom Herman talking about he supports him and all that, he supports Tom Herman and all that. He need to get his motherfucking ass out of here too, cause he ain't doing nothing but holding us back as well. So we need to get us a real coach in here, a real fucking athletic director in here who want to win, man. You know what I mean? Who want to fucking win. We don't have to get a big name coach. We don't have to. I'm telling you, don't get caught up in them big names. That's what happened with Tom Herman, because he was a big name and y'all got caught up in it. And look where the fuck we at. You know what I mean? Until next time, man. Fuck Tom Herman. Fuck any of his supporters. Fuck any supporter of Sam Ellinger as a football player. If y'all support him as a fucking quarterback, fuck you too. Um, I love my Longhorns, but we ain't shit. And until next time, I'ma holler at y'all.